Hey guys, this is Jessidon. Today I bring to you a story of love, jealousy, betrayal, and the silent punishment of the gods. Now listen closely, because what happened in the forest will leave you in shock. In a quiet village in Igbo land, a rich man's quest for a son will tear his family apart. A kind daughter was betrayed, a jealous sister with blood on her hands, and a warning from the gods that shook the village to its core. This is not just a story, it is a lesson written in pain, pride, and the price of envy. Stay with me, because what happened in the forest will leave you breathless. In the heart of the ancient Igbo land, where red earth kissed the souls of traders and the air was thick with the scent of palm oil and kola nuts, lived a man named Obika, a merchant of great wealth and greater pride. Obika's name echoed through 7 villages. He had built his fortune with his bare hands, shipping goods across rivers and forests. Elders praised his wisdom, youths admired his success, but in the quiet corners of his heart, he still longed for a son to inherit his empire. He had married Olamma, a woman so graceful and beautiful that even the moon seemed to blush at her presence. Her spirit was soft like morning dew, and her smile brought peace to every home. Obika loved her so deeply. Their marriage rites were the talk of the town. Flute songs, dancers, masquerades. It was a union blessed by the gods. 2 years later, Olamma bore a daughter, Akugo, which means a precious child, a mirror image of her mother. She grew with the wisdom of elders and the compassion of priestesses. But years passed and no more children came. Obika's heart grew restless. Akugo was not a son, but Olamma pleaded, "My husband, let the gods bless us when the time is right." But he did not wait. He married Ogebe, whose beauty glittered on the outside, but was hollow within. Proud and sharp-tongued, she mocked Olamma and said, "A woman who gives only daughters is a tree without fruit." And so Ogebe promised Obika that she would bear him a son. But when her child arrived, it was a girl, Ihoma. Ogebe's joy turned sour. She accused Olamma of using witchcraft to turn her son into a girl. Chaos entered the household. Obika, lost between 2 warring women, stood in silence as his house was torn apart. Thus the war in Obika's household continued. Insults flew like arrows. Curses danced on lips. Peace fled the compound. Still hungry for a son, Obika took a 3rd wife, Ugoloma. Her beauty was as smooth as silk, and her voice was warm and tender. But beneath her soft tongue lay a cunning serpent. She played the peacemaker, feeding lies to both co-wives and stealing Obika's trust. "Why do they fight, my husband?" she would ask. "All I want is peace, oh." But behind closed doors, she fed the flames. She would go to Ogebe and say, "Did you hear what Olamma said about your infertility?" Hence causing more quarrels between the 2 women. Years passed, but no one gave birth to a son. Only 2 daughters grew, Akugo and Ihoma. Akugo became more beautiful and kinder. Ihoma became more jealous and prouder. She wanted all the attention. She did not like that people loved Akugo more. Then one day a young man named Ikemefula came to the village. He was strong, handsome and kind. When he saw Akugo, he was amazed. "Who is that girl?" he asked a trader at the market. The trader smiled and said, "That is Akugo. She is an angel in human clothing. If you marry her, sir, you are blessed forever." Ikemefuna smiled and decided he would find her again. But when he came back, Ugebe met him at the gate. She said, "There is no girl like that here. You must be confused." Ikemefuna didn't believe her. He kept searching until he found Akugo near the stream. She was helping an old woman wash her clothes. He smiled and she smiled back. Soon they began to talk every day. Then they fell in love. But Ihoma was watching. When she found out, she was full of anger. "Why does everyone choose her?" she cried. She told her mother Ugobo, but it was Ugoloma who gave her the worst advice. She whispered to Ihoma, "If you want him, just remove your sister." One morning, Ihoma came to Akugo. Her voice was soft and sweet. "Sister, I want to say sorry," she said. "I want us to love each other like real sisters. I have changed." Akugo looked at her carefully. "Are you sure?" "Yes," Ihoma smiled. "Let us forget the past." But Akugo was not sure. "I forgive you, but I don't think we should rush," she said. Ihoma became sad. She lowered her head. "So, you still don't trust me? You have not truly forgiven me." Akugo felt bad. Her heart was too kind. "No, sister," she said. "I forgive you." "Okay, if you have truly forgiven me, let's go visit a bead maker in the next village," she said. She had special coral beads, perfect for your wedding. "Fine, I will go with you, but we won't stay long," Akugo said. Ihoma smiled, but behind her smile was a dark plan. So the two sisters embarked on their journey to the next village through the forest. But when they got deep inside, where no one could hear or see, Ihoma picked up a stone and hit Akugo on the head, again and again. Akugo fell. Ihoma left her there, bleeding and still. Back home, everyone was searching for Akugo, including Ihoma. Olama cried so loud that the birds stopped singing. Obika searched everywhere. He called her name, nothing. He went to the village seer, an old blind woman who spoke with the gods. "Please," Obika cried, "where is my daughter?" The seer sat quietly listening to the wind. Then she said, "The gods are silent. Go home and wait." Weeks passed. Then one night the wind became strong. Thunder rolled. The seer called Obika back. Her eyes were full of power. "She's alive," she said, "but the person who harmed her lives under your roof. If they do not confess their sin, they will run mad, and the gods will banish them with whoever helped them." Everyone was afraid. Then one day, a herbalist from a faraway land came to the village. He carried a girl in his arms. It was Akugo. She was hot and weak, but she was alive. The whole village danced and shouted with joy. The king called Obika's whole family to the palace. In front of everyone, Akugo pointed at Ihoma. "She did it," she said with tears. Suddenly, Ihoma fell to the ground. She screamed and rolled in the dust. She began to talk to herself. She laughed and cried. Then she tore her clothes. The curse has begun. Ugebe cried, trying to help her daughter. but the people held her back. Then Ugoloma started shaking. She spoke to things no one could see. She shouted into the air and clapped her hands for no reason. The gods have revealed the truth. The king stood up. Ihuoma and Ugoloma must leave this land. Ugebe, you must return to your father's house. Let the house be clean again. Obika fell to his knees. He was ashamed. His heart was broken. He had married 3 wives because he wanted a son, but he almost lost the most precious gift he had, his daughter. Akubo later married Dikemefu. Their wedding was small but full of love and peace. And Obika, he sat alone in his compound under a big tree, watching the wind blow through the leaves. He thought of his mistakes, and he whispered to the wind, "If only I had known. One good child is better than 10 bad ones." The moral of the story: wanting too much can make you lose what you already have. A good daughter is better than 1,000 sons. Your love for your family is key. Never let jealousy grow in your heart. What would you have done if you were Akubo or Obika? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories from Jessica.